My name is George. I'm 63 years old. I'm a registered nurse. The house itself is clean and normal, but we have a couple of rooms that are just pretty much filled with stuff. I would guess that there's probably between 5 and 10 tons worth of miscellaneous everything there.
My name is Debbie. I'm 54, and I'm George's wife. The items come from George bringing something home probably almost every day for the last 20 years. George is collecting projects, but yet he doesn't work on them. And he has so many projects that I don't know if he knows where to start at. Kind of devastating to me, especially because it was a yard and none of it was mine. I mean, I just felt like I never even contributed to any of it, but because my name was on the house, I would have to go to court.
The problem is again, the officials wanting this to happen or else.
My name is Tracy, I'm 31, and I'm George's youngest daughter. Everything in it, my parents handmade, built-ins, my mother stenciled, and everything was made with pride and with care and with love. And you look at it now and you're like, what happened?
Thinking about it, it could even be like a loss of control in that situation, and you over-control in another way. And I think that may be part of what hoarding is about. Just you can control what you have, but you really don't.
He was a little messy in the beginning, you know, I mean, like a guy thing.
The first couple of years, everything was just the way it had been before.
There was a time when he had 10 projects and it was okay, and then he built a garage and he had a couple hundred projects. And then he filled the basement and his own 4-car garage, and he had a couple hundred more projects. And all of a sudden it was like, where do you look where you don't have projects? And how can you possibly, in one lifetime, complete any of those?
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Good morning.
My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. George, everyone's here today because they love you. We want to help you out. As the day gets tough and gets challenging, remember, we're all here because we love you. George is a classic hoarder. We see it all the time. We call it the fixin'-tos. He's fixing to do this, he's fixing to do that. In any hoarding situation, it really starts with good intention. Pastor Randy, will you lead us in prayer?
I sure will.
Okay, thank you.
Let's pray. Lord, we thank you for this day.
My name is Dr. Elizabeth Moore. I'm a clinical psychologist specializing in anxiety disorders and compulsive hoarding. We have the very good fortune of having about 40 volunteers from the local church.
All right, we ready to go, everybody? Yeah. All right, let's do it. We're giving him that top barn, the top of the property. That's his limits. If it fits in there, he can keep it. If it doesn't fit in there, he can't keep it. I don't care if he fills it with chickens. He can do whatever he wants to do. But that's the space and the limits that he has.
Tools over here. Well, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but so far it's going pretty good. We're clearing a lot of stuff out, so things seem to be going pretty well.
45 minutes and we cleaned a barn. That's
Good.
that is pretty amazing.
George started out really strong. I think we were all impressed at the decisions he was making. He was getting rid of some really big items. Things got a bit harder when we moved into the garage.
Don't throw it away, honey.
But I'm asking you, what does it go to?
A plastic post.
Which you have where?
I don't have right now. Why?
You have to say goodbye to some stuff, Dad. You're keeping a lot. have made a commitment to the family as a whole not to hoard anywhere else, not to touch anywhere else. We're staying on a 1 acre plot of land, which is his to make decisions on.
Okay.
I didn't consider taking stuff down and putting it in a trailer to
We
be a
promise not
use
to
of their
touch
property.
any other property at all, just stay on our 1 acre, right?
That doesn't sound like a great option to me.
The only option you're willing to do is the option that we're not allowed to do. That's the only option you're willing to do. That doesn't sound like compromise at all.
It's the only one that makes sense to me.
Are you confused about why you're not permitted to use the other properties at this point, or?
Yeah, I think they're being real pig-headed about something that would really simplify how this could be.
Right now, you're being pig-headed. I'm sorry, you are. Imagine if I came in here and I told you, I'm gonna park my car here, Dad, and you're never gonna use your garage, ever, because I'm gonna keep my cars here. And I know you're my father, so I'm gonna do it. And you're gonna like it, and you're gonna be okay with it. For 60 years, and you're gonna be okay with it. You would say, absolutely not, there's no way in hell, get your car and put it in your own garage. Do you agree?
Well, you have to put the stuff back in the room or whatever, but I just don't think it's a good way to do it.
Okay. The whole weekend was about helping him and us loving him and supporting him. And the one thing, the one only guideline he had to stick by, he couldn't do it.
Dump it. Get out of the way.
Here's what I know about change. Change is hard, it really is. And lasting change is even harder to do.
Family's at church. We've got about 3 hours. Everything's happening very quickly this morning. All the landscaping's going right now. Cars getting picked up.
More guys up in the front. If I didn't accept people's advice, if I didn't listen to people who loved me and who said, hey, Randy, guess what? You've got some blind spots, I would never grow. 2, 3. You see, change begins to show only when your faith is turned into action. Luke 9:25, Jesus said this, for what profit is it to a man if he gains the whole world and himself is destroyed or lost?
How was the service?
Wow, awesome.
Good?
Wonderful.
All right.
As always.
You're gonna see here in the next few minutes why I wasn't there. We got a lot done this morning. If you look around, the grass is all
See
cut.
that? Yes.
We've got all, look at your front hedges, they're all trimmed back.
Whoa, I didn't even.
You can see the house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Debbie and George just got back from church. I was able to walk around the property, and they were both really excited. They're really starting to see, after all this hard work, they're seeing things follow through. You have a backyard now.
Good heavens.
We're ready.
That does look
So
different.
awesome.
What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, here's the issue. Your barn is almost full, and we've still got to go through the basement and the garage. So we've still got some hard decisions to make.
Keep. Oh, that should go in the little playhouse.
Even though it's broken?
Yeah, we'll get it fixed.
Wheel?
Keep, and same with these. Keep.
And when we got to his dad's water boots, he told me that he had thrown them away, and then I found them tucked up in the shelf. So, these are your dad's boots.
These have been used. They're
They're
leaking,
yeah.
but they were my dad's. I kept them.
You don't keep your dad's boots because they fit. You keep them because you love your dad.
Yes.
George did get a little emotional today in the basement, which was good. I wanted to see him have some type of emotion other than happy. He finally started to let go.
They have served as a memory for me. At this point in time, I think I'll let other things serve as a memory. That was the thing that was needed for this. There had to be a change in my feeling and attitude towards all this in order for it to go in the first place. Here we go. Kind of feel yourself going with them. But I know there's other memories, and we had a lot of time together. The memories are still there.
I'm proud of you. That's a big deal. You've come a long way in 4 days, man.
Still thinking of my dad at the time, though. Make room for grandkids' memories, and I have one grandson that looks just like my dad. And I think that's a better memory.
I think George has discovered that he's been a bit too liberal in what he's taken on. He's now identified and prioritized a few main projects.
I had a total of about 4 projects we discussed about, and first and primary one was getting the truck out, getting going on it, which a lot of these parts have been collected for years and years and years.
George really likes that truck, and he was excited. I mean, he's excited to get going on that project, and we got all the parts to it.
I just found my plate for the truck. It's a 1932 plate, so I have to clean it up, repaint it. It's great seeing this thing. I haven't sat in it in quite a while, in many years, probably about 15 years. That's a big part of what this whole thing was about, too. That's like the saving grace of it all.
I hope he stays focused on that truck. If that's the one project he focuses on, I think that'll keep him busy for a year or two. All right, so we gotta pull this thing out today, and we got an hour to do it.
Okay. It's been more than 20 years since I actually saw the complete truck or could get in the door to it.
I'm leaving in 30 minutes. Let's go.
There is a garage here.
I love you.
Oh, that looks good.
The most shocking thing that's happened is my dad's happiness is back. I mean, I can see the fire in him again. I can see him smiling and laughing and really enjoying himself. And he hasn't been like that in a very long time.
You can park your car in the garage.
I could open a door and not hit something?
You can get in the house.
Should I try it?
You can find everything, Dad.
It's something to be able to see the corners of the garage again and to be able to pull 2 cars in. That was a good feeling. It's about time that's what the garage was designed for.
Outside citations, I think we've hit them all. The officers are going to come in and they're going to see that the family did every single thing they could, and I think he's going to get at least an extension, if not fully passing.
Dave?
We had a lot of fun,
Yes.
and we got a lot of metal out, and we actually have a check for over $1,000 in metal money that you can put towards restoring that or whatever you want. And
Thank you. Wow, you guys, I'll tell you, you guys were a lifesaver.
We got $1,000 from some of the scrap metal. We probably got another 1,000 coming tomorrow. And I mean, George he's gonna make some money off of this. I think he's getting excited. He's starting to see the light now, and he's very pleased with what's happening.
This is great.
I do think it's crucial that George gets treatment moving forward. If he doesn't, I'm afraid we just gave him a whole bunch of space to fill up again. The real question is, when we're all gone and he's, on his way home from work and he can make that turn into the junkyard, is he gonna do it?
It was time to get rid of some stuff and just go on the memories, and I have a lot of them.